Hi, all, and welcome to Monday night's All Meta Mode podcast with myself, Amanda Digger DeGaz, and Gypsy, and we have special guest Lucky Lou in the house. So it should be a good show. But before we get started with it, just a reminder, it is November, and Dirt Digest Magazine's November issue has dropped. So you can head on over to dirtdigestmagazine.com and click on current issue. And that should bring you to November's. And you can also see prior issues if you go to that. Definitely great stories, there's a couple reviews, and we have some submissions of finds that have been found recently. So definitely it's an online monthly magazine. Go check it out. So hey Gypsy, welcome back from vacation.
Hey, it's great to be back. Not for long though. I'm already planning more trips if COVID doesn't slow me down. So, but yeah, it was a great trip. Got to go kind of do a birthday celebration over in Florida. So it was exciting and fun, and I got to test out the new Raider 8.5 by 11 coil for the Apex. It's coming out soon, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. I was getting amazing depth. So if you haven't already, check out that video. It will be airing. I mean, it's already aired. Sorry, I already uploaded it, and it's 30-minute long video. I had to, because I've been doing the editing on my phone and I'm getting a new phone, I had to delete a bunch of stuff off my phone, unfortunately, but I got it done and got it edited, so I had to leave out a lot of stuff. But the depth on that coil was phenomenal, and I found a gold ring, a silver ring.
You got gold on your birthday.
Yeah, that was the best part, the best birthday present. Couldn't believe it. So anyway, yeah, it was awesome.
Very cool. Well, glad to have you back. I know you were able to listen for a few minutes with Mike and I last week.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get to listen long, but just long enough to hear him talk about how we didn't find much, but I still had a blast, It was fun and a short trip because I was up there really for a kids hunt that we did at the scout camp with Dave Canterbury, and that turned out really successful. Garrett had sent up some detectors and for the kids, and they just had a really amazing time, found some amazing things, and then had a little extra, stayed over a few extra, drove over and hunted with Mike. So that was really cool. If y'all haven't checked out that video, be sure and go to Zero Discrimination, check out that video too. It was a lot of fun. We had fun. But yeah, a lot of traveling lately. Tomorrow I was just talking to Amanda and Lucky Lou before we went live, and I'm leaving tomorrow to go hunt a 1890s property, leaving town for a few days, and we're talking about 1890s, how young of a property that is compared to the properties they have up where they live with the 1700s and early 1800 properties. But it's old for me, so I'm excited about that hunt tomorrow with one of my friends. And then the next day we're going to go hit a dump. And so it's a dump we've dug in before. Super, super excited about that. So it'll be a lot of fun. And I went to yesterday with my friends Cinder and Jacob. You might have seen Cinder in a lot of my videos before. She metal detects and dump digs and stuff like that. But she's been in some of my videos, and we went yesterday, and went fossil hunting because she had been wanting to find some fossils. So I took them fossil hunting, and we found some pretty epic fossils. So that video will be coming out soon. And then today we went dump digging, and we had an awesome day. So we found some really cool bottles, and she found part of an old toy gun, which really made her day. And we both found some jewelry, and I found some embossed cork bottles, and we all dug, I think, cork bottles. So it was really, really awesome day. So I'm a little tired, but hey, it's good to be here. So tonight, some of you might have listened in the past, and you know about our special guest tonight, Lucky Lou. And we've had him on before, but we didn't realize how long it had been. So I know he's got some cool announcements that he wants to talk about today, something that he's doing. And how you doing, Lucky Lou?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. Well, welcome back. I know it's been a while. Amanda and I had talked about having you on several times, and I guess, you know, I don't know what happened since we'd had you on last time, and we'd already thought we'd had you on. That shows you our memory.
That's just because you missed me so much.
That's what it was.
But first, wait, before we start talking about anything, we got to sing happy birthday. Everybody who's typing stuff, you got to sing.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Gypsy.
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all are crazy. I love y'all. Well, y'all know I hit the big one, so I hit the big one. The big one. So
what, big 30?
It's all downhill from here. We'll just stick with 30. So that's what I had a couple people comment on my last video, because they were saying, happy birthday, well, you sure look good for 30. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'll stick with 30.
Listen, I've turned 22 like 23 times.
Ah,
so
okay.
You know, it's
You're
all
so
good.
young now. So yeah, I've been calling myself an old lady and all kinds of stuff. So
as long as nobody else says it to you, that's all that matters.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And if they do, you give us a list and we'll go visit them.
Oh, gosh. I feel it, though. You know, I kept telling my friends today when we were digging in the dump, I said, now, I know you don't feel it yet, but tomorrow you're going to be super sore, so we better not detect too long. And I kept saying, well, I got to get back anyway because I'll have to podcast. And I'm going to dig in tomorrow and the next day. So, yeah, my body just doesn't do what it used to.
Listen, I put up 9,000 lights yesterday on my house, outlining on my house. I still got like 16,000 more to go, but most of my house is outlined and stuff. And I must have done 1,000 ladder steps. And my right hip socket actually, it's wicked sore today, and that means I'm getting old too.
Yeah. So. Well, let me tell you right now, that's just the beginning. That's where it starts. Before long, it's like, oh, my hip and my neck and my back and my knee and my elbow, and it just all starts falling apart.
That's why they made Advil.
Right, and somebody just said hot tubs too. I know, I really want to get a hot tub. Come home after a long day of digging and jump in a hot tub. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's. Those of you that don't know Lou, you mind giving us a little short? Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into metal detecting, how long, and then we can lead up to what we want to definitely talk about tonight.
Well, So I started detecting about 8.5 years ago, and and I was actually I was watching Diggers, KG and Ringy Diggers, and
Uh-huh.
I was sitting there with my mother and father-in-law and my wife, and I'm like, Dad, you got to check out this show, And he starts laughing and laughing, watching it. He says, you need to go get one of those. And my wife said, yeah, you should get one. And
Really?
that night I ordered an Ace 250 after a couple hours of looking online at different stuff, and it
Yeah.
was all over from there. For the first 5 years or so, though, I only did like parks and playgrounds and stuff. Because I'd bring my kids all over the state to all different types of playgrounds so that I could detect different places and they could play on different playgrounds.
That's what I did with my kids too.
Yeah, and but the last 3 years now, I don't do public places at all. I do all private permissions basically, and
Yeah. Like that.
just been crushing it and stuff and having fun and meeting, I think it was a year and a half ago I went to Bone, and finally I had been on some Facebook groups and stuff for like 6 months before that Bone dig, and so I knew people through Facebook, but I really wanted to start detecting with people because it's lonely by yourself day in day out,
Oh, it really is.
And I
Gotta have a digging partner.
I put on Awesome Relics New England Facebook group. They were actually, that's my favorite Facebook group on Facebook. They were really receptive when I joined and stuff, and everybody was super nice. And I put on there, hey, anybody want to carpool to the Bone dig? And Doug was like, yeah, sure. And so I never met him before or anything, and we met at a Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, and I parked my van there and hopped in with him, and we hit it off really good, and have been awesome friends ever since. So, and I met a ton of people at that Bone dig, and the rest is history. So, but last year I had an awesome year detecting, and the couple clubs I was in, I won a bunch of silver coins and different stuff, and I had a bunch of stuff last year that was just sitting around, and so December came, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do random live giveaways and just give all this stuff away, because if I don't dig it, then it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's Morgan dollars, whatever. If it's not dug by me, I don't really care about having it. So
I'm the same way. Yeah.
So but I only have like 125, 130 friends on Facebook, and I like to keep it that way just so that my main feed isn't just clogged with people's personal stuff. I use Facebook for detecting only. And so I just did every week. I would hop on once or twice a week and do a giveaway, and everybody loved it and stuff. But it was only reaching X amount of people because it was my friends, and I tagged people so their friends could see it, sorta, whatever. But, and so this year, I decided to try something different, try to reach more people throughout the U.S. So I started Lucky Lou's 25 Days of Christmas Facebook group, and I figured maybe a few hundred people would join, whatever, and so I started that, and I mean there was just hundreds of people joined within the first 7-10 days and stuff, and I reached out to a whole bunch of different people and companies and all different stuff, and I mean I had a bunch of stuff that I could give away myself, but the overwhelming generosity of all the just personal people, not even companies or anybody that has businesses, just other detectorists that are like, I want to donate and stuff, but as of right now, I've gotten donations from Kelly Coe Garrett, Charles Gren, Dig Dug, Treasure Tom, KG and Ringy, Allison Cohan, Sergeant Sean, Rhode Island Relics, Digger's Den, Dan Nelson, Drew and Jocelyn, Ken Digg, Bruce Kramer, Ryan McCary, Chuck Smalley, Sonia Harshman, Jim from All Metal Militia, a couple anonymous people, Digging with Maddie, Pete Sorrell. I got, there's a couple Apexes that are going to be given away. We got a couple pinpointers, tons of silver coins and stuff, all different types of shirts and binders, fines boxes, and just crazy amounts of stuff. Also, a couple different events, tickets to different events. KG and Ringy are giving away an NX5. Rhode Island Relics gave me a black 80A Digger to give away. There's just and then Garrett, I got to confirm it, but Garrett's got something that they're going to be donating on top of what they've already donated. So it's shaping up to be some really good fun. And
that's amazing. And those of you that are listening and in chat tonight, Amanda put up a link to Lucky Lou's group. And be sure and join that and share that and invite people to that because he is getting so many donations that, we need lots of people there to join in to get some of these prizes. So some amazing stuff. I'm going to be sending some stuff soon. And I know Digger's Den has already donated, I think, a detector. So we've got tons of stuff. So y'all be sure and join the group and click on that link, or just, I'm sure, message one of us or check out, just type in Lucky Lou on Facebook, and I'm sure y'all can find the group and try to join that way too. So
yeah, and when you join the group, you have to, there's a pinned post at the top of the page that you have to post a picture in of preferably your favorite find, because I love to see, what all the different awesomeness. Some people have done jokes and put a pull tab on there for a picture, but that's how you enter in. Everything is free. And so that's how you have to enter into the actual giveaways. Joining the page doesn't actually get you into the giveaways. You have to post a picture, and I will assign a number to you. And once you get your number, that'll be good from December 3rd. Actually, it's going to be November 30th to December 24th, so that it's officially 25 days, because originally it was December 1st to the 24th. But I'm doing Digging with Maddie on Facebook on November 30th, and I'm giving away my Ace 300 on that show to kick off with a big bang. We're going to kick off the giveaways on Digging with Maddie, and so that'll make it 25 days, and then as of December 1st at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm closing the group, so nobody else will be able to join. And the people that are joined by December 1st at 6 are all good to go. And as long as and they have to be entered and with a picture. I numbered 500 Scrabble tiles already. I got 2,000 Scrabble tiles just in case, and so they're all going to go into a gift box. And my girls are going to be the number generator. They wanted to be able to pick the numbers. Like last year, I wrote everybody's name down and put them in a Santa hat. So this year we're gonna. I literally have sat there and numbered 500 tiles so far, and I'm going to number a whole bunch more.
My.
And but they want to be able to pick the numbers out of the box, so I have to allow them that fun. And I don't like computer random number generators. I like to do it real and not on a computer. And so
let me ask you something. Doug had a great question in chat, and who's paying for all this shipping? Is this all going to come out of your pocket? Because if so, you need a little money, cash donations.
A little
No,
help from the elves.
well, I got
Yeah.
$100 in Clad. I actually counted it because my mother-in-law was like, "How much is in there?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And so for this year from digging, it was at like $91 or whatever it was a month ago. So I'm gonna cash all that in. So that'll be $100 right there, and then
Yeah,
I'm
but
just paying for it. Next
that's a
year
lot
maybe
out of your
I'll.
pocket. You
Yeah,
all
it's all right.
spread the love because this is really sweet of Lou to do all this, and he's got great response, and yeah.
And I don't
I have
mind.
to,
I don't mind paying
I
for the
know
ship.
you don't, but you
It's my
shouldn't.
way of saying thanks to the detecting community for putting up with me throughout the year.
Putting up with
But we love
you.
you.
What? Yeah.
We love you. Amanda and I still talk about. I mean, I could still, we could hear you a mile away when we were at Pound.
Pound the ground.
Pound the ground, and then you'd go, Gypsy.
Gypsy.
Anyway,
Rock the van.
but yeah, you
I'm
got a
more,
lot
I'm
of
more
fans
looking
out
forward
there.
to once the actual giveaways start and I can go Facebook Live every night. Oh yeah, and it's going to be every night right about 8:45, 9 o'clock. I'm going to try to keep it
You're
like
gonna be busy.
15 minutes, hopefully each night. I'll have all the prizes already all sorted out and everything, what I'm doing each night. Every night, though, there's going to be, for anybody actually watching the Facebook Live video as it's going, there's going to be bonus giveaways for people that are actually just viewing. And so I'll figure out how I'm going to do that. But so there will be probably at least 3 giveaways per night. You don't have to be watching to win either, as I have everybody's numbers and such. And there's going to be a post dedicated just for the winners. It's going to have each day and who won and what they won.
Wow.
And I'll update that daily. And then, yeah. So, I mean, people can't be watching every night. And so I wanted to make it so anybody can win, and you can win more than once. If your number gets pulled, it goes right back in the box. And if you're lucky enough to win a second time, cool. And so everything's going to be shipped after Christmas. I might try to do midway through, but I've been saying after Christmas I'm just going to go to the post office once, mail everything out, and just do it all at the same time.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, Lou, thank you for your generosity and what all you're doing for the detecting community. It is definitely a great way to give back. Not only for you, but for others to give back to the community. And we do have such an awesome community that's always there for each other. So it is definitely an amazing idea. So thanks again for doing that. I've got a quick question for you, Lou. If Amanda doesn't yet, or
you go ahead.
Heard it. Okay, so my question for you, Lou, I watched the video of when y'all were with Ringy and KG and Steve Moore and Mig, and boy, they were all using the Apex and everything and finding all these silver coins up there. What was that big piece of silver thing you found?
That was
in that video.
That was
napkin ring?
That's a napkin ring from the owner's great grandmother. It was I literally
too cool.
I found it out in front of his dad's house, which was like a 1750s house, but it was like maybe a foot and a half off the front step, and I mean that whole area was littered with iron and nails and you name it. And
wow,
I heard this high tone, in the mix, and I'm digging and it was pretty deep, and I pulled it out and I seen the monogram on it, and I was like, "Ooh, this has got to be something good." Hopefully this is part, something from his family history, and and when I showed it to him and stuff, he was almost crying, like he was so like overwhelmed with, because it's his great grandmother, and so so that was pretty cool to be able to give, I made him a nice little display at the end of the day of a bunch of different stuff, and but to give him something back that was part of his family history was pretty neat, though.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, I thought it looked too, small to be, that's just kind of what I guessed that it was, but I wasn't for sure. Y'all never really said, so it looked like an awesome hunk of silver. So
yeah, it was a really chunk of silver.
So tell everybody, our listeners, you use the AT Pro, is that correct?
I love my AT Pro.
You have found so many amazing things with that Pro. How long have you been using that detector?
I got it, about a year and a half now. I got it in April of 2019. I probably have 1,500 hours on it. I've now it's on steroids because I have a Nell Tornado coil on it, and the thing is absolutely insane with that coil. After using it for, probably 800, 900 hours with the stock coil, and now, double that with the tornado coil. I know the difference, and I've gone back to places that I've detected the crap out of and found stuff that was deeper.
Stuff, yeah.
And it actually, even for a 13-inch coil, it has awesome separation. I actually, I was waiting to get paid from a customer, and detecting makes me money too. I get jobs from my home improvement business in these old houses. But I did a job today, and I was waiting for him to come back to get paid, and so, but it was out of permission, so I was detecting, and I hit this small yard that 4 other people, there was a place that I brought KG and Ringy to, and myself and 3 other people had gone over this small rectangle yard, and I just went really slow, and I pulled out that massive gold gilded dandy button today, a monster tomback, silver quarter, all in the iron mix. And so that even though that coil is bigger, I still get the separation, enough separation with targets in iron infested areas. And so
because it's a double D, correct?
I don't even know it's a Nell Tornado. I don't know what it is.
Pretty sure it's a double D. Because it's got that narrow, the line in the middle there, that narrow line, gives it that narrow, which helps to pick out of those iron-infested areas. That's what I love about a double D coil.
But yeah,
I think we had a question in chat. Did you see it, Amanda? Do you mind?
Yeah,
asking?
Bill, Ohio Relic Hunter wanted to know, what machine did you use before the AT Pro, and have you noticed your fines count going up with the AT?
So I'm a Garrett person through and through, and I bought an Ace 250, and then I went to an Ace 400. I only used the Ace 400 for 6 months, and then I got the AT Pro, and there's a huge difference between those 3 detectors. I did have a 15-inch aftermarket coil for the Ace 400, but there's a mega difference as far as the machine itself goes.
Yeah. Well, I have a few questions for you there, then Lou. Tell us about your favorite find with your first detector, the 250, was it?
Yeah. My favorite find.
Favorite with the 250. And then your favorite with the 400, and then your favorites so far, a few of your favorites with the Pro.
You're funny, Gypsy. You are funny. You think I actually remember that many years ago?
Yeah, you do.
I can't remember yesterday.
You're not as old as me.
So, all right. Well, so with my Ace 250, this is funny. So I had a customer give me 3 Indian head pennies because I have 3 daughters. And they always like to, when they were younger, they like to see like the coins that I find and stuff. And so my favorite find would have to be planting those 3 Indian heads out in my little backyard years ago. And then going out there with my 3 daughters and finding those 3 Indian head pennies with the Ace 250, because that was just fun. I didn't find tons, at the parks and stuff. Amateur at its best. And so the Ace 400, however, I went out January 1st of 2019. I went out, the ground was frozen, probably 2 inches deep. And I was like, I don't even care. I'm going out detecting. And I went to one of my fields, and I get a nice high tone. And I'm like, oh, I got to dig this. So I chopped through this stuff, and then underneath it was slush. It was like wet, muddy slush, and it was like where I was digging, the water all ran down that way. And so I'm digging, putting my hand in freezing cold, icy water, mud, and like 10 inches deep, I got my first mass copper. And it's toasty, but let me tell you, it was so worth reaching in that nasty coldness to get that out of there. And then my AT Pro, I mean, geez, I would probably have to be my profile picture that I got on there is that early 1700s wax seal signet ring. I mean, 22 karat gold. It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, that's fine of a lifetime.
Now, that was with your Pro or your?
Yeah, that was with my AT Pro. Yep. I just found that this past January, and I don't know if anything will ever top finding that ring right there.
That's amazing.
Even if I found a tree coin, that ring's better than a pine tree, or to me at least. I like relics. Coins are coins. I'm totally a relic person. So that would have to be my favorite find. And Dave Wise was so close.
Amanda, do you see the?
Oh, go ahead.
Do you see in the chat, Doug had asked to tell his secret? Do you see that?
Yeah. My secret with door knocking?
Yeah, your secret's door knocking.
You go up and you knock on the door and you say, hi, how you doing? With a big smile.
Honestly, smiles work.
They really do. The smile is...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I listen, I have to sell myself every customer that I meet. I've had my own home improvement business for 12 years. And I have to literally sell my services to them every time I go meet a new customer. And I sold cards and comics for a few years back when I was 13 to 16 years old, at a flea market every single weekend. And so I've always been a talkative, chatty, easygoing person when it comes to chatting with people. And so, I don't know. I'm just me.
Well, that's what counts.
So are you pretty excited to see your silver trend picking up in the metal detecting community?
Listen, that's going to be a worldwide phenomenon, let me tell you. I see more and more people doing shout outs with silver in their mouth or posting pictures with silver in their mouth, and it is absolutely fantastic. Right in the yappa.
in
Yeah,
the Yappa.
you have found some pretty impressive finds this year. One of my favorite was your the brooch, the Lucken Booth.
Yeah, Luck and Booth.
Um,
You
so
stalking me?
I know you've no, no. I know you've found some pretty crazy finds, and I'm not sure if we discussed before if you have a list or not, but is there something still you're hoping to find in 2020 before the ground freezes up and the woods are relentless?
I don't have any bucket list at all.
No?
I literally am a non-bucket list person. I take whatever's in the next hole. That's the fun for me is digging the holes and saving whatever's in it, and cleaning the earth at the same time as well, because the trash adds up. But no, I was hoping to get a capped coin this year. That'd be awesome. I only have one, and luckily it's a half dime because that's my favorite U.S. silver is half dimes. They're just cool. They're tiny. They're not easy to find. They're not a loud screaming signal like a quarter or even a dime would be. So that would be cool. But if it don't happen, I don't really care. I've dug like 10 Spanish silvers. I got, a whole bunch of seeded coins this year. I actually have more Spanish silver than I do seeded. I believe.
Wow,
My
that's
seeded coins might be
fantastic.
catching up, but yeah. So it's I'm just I'm fortunate and lucky, I guess. I guess my name that everybody else gave me suits me because that's all there is to it. I went across the street. I've detected at my neighbor's yard across the street. I found a $50 and a $2, whatever it was, a couple months ago, way out in the back of his
Wow.
yard. And I had done it before, but I think the last time I'd done it was with my Ace 400, and so I was bored. I had like a half hour. I was like, you know what? Let me go back over into that area again. It was going really, really slow. Like 5 feet from where I found those two, I found a seeded dime. I was like, all right, cool.
Wow.
I'm done for today. So I am on a diet though. I will only put silver coins that are pre 1900 in the Yappa. I had to go on a diet, so.
That's funny. Let me ask you another question. When you were there with Steve and all them, they were using the Apex. Did they let you try one out?
I never. I could ask Doug anytime to bring his Apex and try it out and stuff. I swung with Miguel a whole bunch, and he absolutely crushed it. And out of anybody, I think that has an Apex, I would say he probably has the most hours on it. And I mean, he was rocking the free world with that thing, And so,
Yeah, I am so impressed with that machine. And I don't know if you saw the video that I did a few weeks ago. My friend was using the Ace 400 for a while. She's a newbie. She's only been detecting for about it's close to 9 months now. And we've been out hunting several times together lately, and she's been going on and on about how she hadn't found an Indian head penny yet. That was on her bucket list, and she hadn't found a silver coin yet. And boom, she buys a Apex from me. She goes out the second time, and luckily I was with her. And she goes, oh, I got this 91 signal here. And I said, can I take a listen to it? And I had my Apex with me that day, too. And I walked over there, and I'm like, oh, that's a sweet signal. And I said, be careful digging that one. You've got silver right there. And boom, her very first silver coin was a Walking Liberty $50. And she nicked it. But, I mean, very first silver coin, $50. And we had all hunted the whole area several times, and it was the first time we had both had the apexes on this property.
That's
and
awesome.
Both of us found some cool stuff. So I really loving the apex. It's been super impressive to me because I've had a lot of hours on the
I can't
mat.
wait to give 2 of them away.
Yeah. You got one from Digger's Den, and
Yeah,
I think you got one from
Drew and
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that apex is just, oh man, I've found a lot of silver with it already, and just a few, times when I got it out. So,
I was gonna get one.
Loving it.
I was gonna get one, and I love my AT Pro so much that
right.
When they come out with that technology in the AT series, then I'm gonna get one. But
yeah, it's definitely coming. It's definitely coming.
Yeah, I'll be happy with what I have.
There you go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I've been taking the apex out over places I've detected with my AT Pro and my AT Max and all of that, and I'm still blown away. It's just been popping into goodies. So I'm loving the apex so far. It's just blowing my mind. Well, yeah, I had to ask you that though. So I know it's getting close. You've got another show after this. You want to tell everybody about that?
Yeah, going to be on Relic Roundup after this one, so you can just hop right over from this to that channel if you want to hear me blab some more. Just trying to get the word out. Just trying to get as many people in the U.S. to join the group and enter into the giveaway so that everybody's got a shot at winning stuff. That's all. And hopefully, by doing some podcasts and plastering it on Facebook and stuff like that, we'll get a whole bunch of people in and get some winners.
That's awesome. Let's see. Is there any more questions for Lou in the comments? Anybody want to ask him a question?
You know what's awesome? I've never met Butch. I didn't go up.
I
didn't go up Saturday when he was the judge for KG and Ringy's best find thing there. And
you weren't there?
No, I didn't make it Saturday. I did 4 days straight of detecting before that, and I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. So, he just said I can stay on until about 5 till. So about about 10 more minutes because I got a potty in between.
Yeah.
Right.
I actually drank. I don't drink coffee at night, but I drank a cup of coffee tonight. So,
You needed a little extra energy for the shows. Mr. Popularity here.
Yeah, so there is going to be 2 special giveaways though that I want to mention. Both are for events, and one is for Dig Stock. They're having 2 events next year. You have to be 18 and older to win either one of these prizes, and be able to attend the event. So I'm gonna make separate posts at some point, maybe over Thanksgiving week, for people to start entering that. I'll put the dates and stuff for that. And then the other one is going to be Pound the Ground, Seed the States Gold Rush, which is going to be in Rhode Island. And again, you'll have to be 18 and older to win that and be able to attend the event. And so I want to make sure everybody knows that for those 2 prizes. And right now, we just hit over 850 people in the group, which is absolutely phenomenal. But as of right now, I've only got 563 actually entered into the giveaways, And so that's almost 300 people that have actually entered the group, but not entered into the giveaways. And so with every post and I do a bunch of Facebook Lives on the page. I'm trying to pummel it into people's brains. And so to make sure you actually enter into the giveaway and not just join the group.
Yeah, it took me a little bit. I didn't realize, and I think it was last night, and I'm like, I saw the pinned post, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I probably should do that.
I didn't do that. I joined the group, but I didn't enter because I feel like, I don't know, being a representative of Garrett and all that, I just don't feel right.
Yeah, that's fine. I've actually had multiple. I've had multiple people message me saying, I joined the group, but I don't want to enter. I want everybody else to have a chance to win, blah, blah, blah.
I want everybody else.
Yeah,
although
which is fine.
But enough donations, I mean, everybody's probably going to win something if they just go ahead and enter. So. Yeah,
I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff. And, I want to say thank you to all the people that have donated stuff and couldn't do it without, the donations, couldn't do it without the people that are in the group inviting, I only have so many friends on Facebook. So all the people that are actually out there that are getting more people into the group and stuff like that and making it, a lot bigger and bigger, and same thing with the people donating. It's absolutely phenomenal to see it actually grow. I didn't think that it would be nearly what it is, and so it's pretty awesome. And I don't think anybody's ever really done something like this on Facebook, and so it's the first of its kind, which makes it even cooler for me, and so and I have 563 names written down on a notepad.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's incredible. I'm glad you're getting such a great response to it and so many people join. Be sure and share it on my group, and hopefully you'll get some more there, and you can share it on my page as well. So whatever works easier for you.
Yeah. Well, and you can invite all your detected friends too.
Yeah, and I can start inviting some friends. So definitely do that.
Yep. So it's going to be rocking and rolling. It's going to be fun times. We're going to be singing Christmas songs. Can't wait. I had Christmas music blaring for 8 hours yesterday, putting up Christmas lights.
Oh, wow.
Everybody driving by was beeping, seeing me put up lights in town. They all love them. And I had a lot of people singing because it was like 70-something degrees, crazy weather. And I had people singing along, driving by.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I started putting my decorations up yesterday too. First one was the flamingo with the Christmas hat. Got to be put in my plants. And well, I mean, Lou, you got snow a week ago, and somehow Maine wound up without any. So I was pretty excited.
I got 4 inches of snow.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I waited until Thanksgiving, the 4-day Thanksgiving break to do my Christmas lights. On Thanksgiving, it was -4 here.
Yep.
So.
Wow. It was like 85 degrees here today, so.
Yeah, I don't want to hear
it. Well, Lou, it has been a pleasure having you on, and I know you need a quick little break between, so we appreciate having you on.
Thanks for having me.
We definitely need to have you on again soon, and not make it so long next time. So we appreciate you big time, and good luck with your show after this. I'll be sure and hop on over to Relics Radio and with Loy, and hop on after this and join Lou again, and I'm sure he'll be talking about some other stuff too, because there's always something interesting that comes up. So thanks again, Lou. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
Are we calling
All
it?
right. Thank you. Thank you all for listening tonight. I didn't know if he was still on or what was going on, but we might as well call the show tonight so some of you can hop on over there and check out that show tonight. And we want to thank everyone for listening. And please share with your friends. All Metal Mode Monday night with Amanda Digger DeGaz and myself. And thanks a lot, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, all.
Good night.